Hi, I'm Jennifer and welcome back to Element Yoga. Today's fertility yoga practice is going to focus on increasing your uterine lining, preparing for a healthy ovulation, and keeping blood flowing to your reproductive organs. We want to practice this sequence in our follicular stage of our cycle. So that's from the end of our period finishing up until when your ovulation happens. And we'll also add some restorative poses at the end just to help bring stress levels down and try and balance out our nervous system a little bit more. If you're new to fertility yoga and you're not really sure where to get started, I have a great free fertility yoga guide available, and you can access that by following the link which I've listed down below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. When you're ready, let's get started. We'll start standing on the mat today. Just bring your feet down flat, hip distance apart. Bring your hands down onto your low belly here. Think about standing nice and straight and tall, rolling out your shoulders. And start just by bringing the awareness to our breath. Take an inhale through the nose. Exhaling all the way out through the mouth. And again, inhale. And just sighing out through the mouth. Letting go. One more breath here. And then open your eyes, reach your arms down beside you as you inhale. Reach the arms all the way up, hands to prayer. Then bring your hands down through your heart center. Pause just for a moment. And release. Two more like that. Inhale to reach up. Exhaling to lower down. One more inhale. Exhale. And now this time as you reach your arms all the way up, stay here and breathe in. And then as you exhale, open the arms down and start to round your body and fold yourself forwards to the mat. And let your head drop. And just letting your fingertips release as far down as you feel comfortable. Take a hold of opposite elbows and just gently sway from side to side. Just unwinding any tension you might be holding in the lower back. Then making your way back to center, reaching down. Again, take a breath in. Use your exhale to roll back up. Good, let's step the feet out a little wider than the hips now, slightly turned out toes. Resting the hands on the outside of the pelvis, bend your knees and let's come into our standing hip circles. Just trying to warm up the muscles here around the lower back, creating some blood flow and movement into our reproductive organs and our pelvis. And just breathing through it. Try to keep your belly and your pelvic floor here as relaxed as possible. And then let's reverse, circling all the way around the other way. Just breathing naturally. Good, last one. And then come back to standing. Good, well done. Now let's step the feet a little bit wider apart. We're coming into our warrior two. So let's think about the right foot rotating towards the top of the mat. And you have your back foot just slightly rotated with the toes pointing forwards. Now try and rotate your hips and your shoulders towards the side of the mat. Open the arms out wide. And now bend your front leg and find your warrior. Once you're here, you're going to turn your gaze towards the front fingertips, just looking over your middle finger. Feeling heavy down through the feet, drive through the heels. And feeling the weight of your body drawing you down, grounding you to the floor. Go a little deeper into that pose if you can. Hold here. Now as you inhale, rotate your top palm and lengthen back into your reverse warrior hold. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, now find again that warrior pose. Go a little deeper. And release it. Let's rotate all toes towards the front now. Legs are at parallel, hands to hips. Lengthen and take a breath in. Now as you exhale, forward fold, hips behind you, chest reaching down. Reach your hands towards the floor, either resting the fingertips or the palms flat. And then fold forward, let the head drop down. You can take the feet a little bit wider if you need to get your hands closer to the mat. Release the shoulders. Stay here as you breathe in. Stay here as you breathe in. And then lengthen back up to a straight line. Hands to hips and come back to standing. Go ahead, rotate your feet to the other direction. Remember, you've got one foot, toes pointing straight to the top of the mat. Your back foot slightly rotated, toes in. Rotate your hips, your shoulders square to the front, reach the arms. Now bend that front leg, find that warrior two. And then rotate your head, gaze over the middle finger. Sit a little deeper into that position. Inhale, reverse the warrior, reaching up and back. Exhale, warrior two. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Last one. And coming back into that warrior two, hold. Deepen the position if you can. And release. Well done. Walk those feet in, back to hip distance apart. Just give the legs a little shake. Go ahead, bring the hands back down to that low belly. Standing tall. And just feeling that energy flowing down through your body. And release. Good. So let's make our way down to a seated position. Good. So you can cross your legs in front of you. If this is not comfortable, you can always grab a flat cushion or fold up a blanket and sit on that instead. Let's place the hands onto the knees and sit up straight. Good. Relax your belly once again. We'll come in here to our seated circles. And so as you do this, use your arms to assist you to help create that movement. Moving as much as you can, letting that belly be soft and free. That's it. Couple more in this direction. And now let's reverse, circling all the way around. Creating more of a circle with each one if you can. And last one. Good. And then make your way back to center. Now let's unfold that left leg straight out to the side. Good. Reach the heel out and away from you. Flex your toes. As you breathe in, you'll reach your right arm up and exhale over. Side bend as far as it feels comfortable for you. As you inhale, lift up. And then exhale, twist, open the chest, look over the shoulder behind you. Good, let's flow through that 2 more times, up and over. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good, last one, inhale, exhale. Good, lift, and twist. And then come back to center. Good, other side. You're gonna unfold that leg. Take a little moment just to get comfortable, sit bones heavy, and then off we go. Exhale, reach it across. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Now 2 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. Rotating just a little more. Use your hands to press you around. Good, and last one. And release. Good. Let's come over to all fours, kneeling now. So bring the hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You've got your knees a little wider, your big toes together. We're sitting back into our child's pose. Good. Extending your arms out in front of you. Now, if it feels comfortable for you to do so, let your head relax and drop down onto the mat. And just stay here for a couple of deep breaths. Letting the energy in the body settle, sinking a little deeper to the floor as you breathe out. Take one more breath. And then slowly walk your hands in. Coming up to sitting, hands back to the belly, hold. Find that place of stillness. And release. Good, and from here, let's roll over onto our back. Just gently making your way down onto the mat. Good, have your feet about hip distance apart and walk the heels in towards your hips. Coming into our bridge pose here, we inhale, roll the hips up. Exhale to roll them down. Continue 4 more like this. So as you're rolling up, trying not to overly engage or clench through the belly. You want to keep all the muscles at the core as soft as you can. And you can use the muscles here through the back of the legs and the hips to help press those hips up. 1 more. Good, now roll those hips up, stay here. Now you can hold this position if this feels good for you. If you'd like to deepen it a little bit, you can wrap your hands under your hips, come up onto your elbows and lift the heels. Deep belly breaths. And when you're ready, just release the arms, lower the heels and roll everything down. Hug one knee at a time in towards the chest. Just give yourself little hugs, squeeze your knees in. Place the hands onto the knees now and just start to circle a few times in each direction. There's easing of tension of the lower back. Remember to use your arms here to make that movement happen. Always softening into the belly and reverse. Hug those knees in one more time. And then let your feet reach down one at a time to the mat. To come up to sitting, just safely roll over to one side. Good, use your arms to press you up. Good, now from here, let's move our mats over to the wall for Viparita Karani. So Viparita Karani is a really lovely restorative pose to help balance your hormones and create that rest for your nervous system. So I'll show you how to come into it safely. Let's bring our hips all the way up towards the wall. From there, just rolling over onto your side and then your back. And then extend those legs straight up. And just take a moment to get centered and comfortable. You want your hips as close to the wall as possible. And we'll start here by bringing the hands back onto the lower belly, elbows relaxed on the floor. And when you're ready, close your eyes. And just start to bring that focus to your breath. Try and relax the legs as much as possible. We're just encouraging that flow of blood and that energy to come down into your pelvis, nourish your reproductive organs. And slowly slide the feet down towards you, bringing the soles of those feet together and let your knees open. And keep the hands at the belly. And just feeling that softness through the pelvis and the inner thighs. And then slowly extend the legs back up the wall, holding it here. Just take the arms out, resting the back of the hand on the floor beside you. And just coming back into that place of stillness. Now on your next breath in, let's reach the arms back overhead and just extend the body, press your palms away. Wiggle the toes, walk through the feet a little bit. Now to safely come out of this position, let those knees bend. Slide the feet down the wall, hug your knees to your chest. And just squeeze them in gently. And safely roll over onto the side. Pausing here for a moment, let the body settle. You might feel a couple of little tummy rumbles or gurgles, which is an excellent sign that you're starting to regulate your nervous system. Then use your arms to press you up to sitting. Amazing work. So we'll finish sitting back on the mat. Find that comfortable seated position once again. Just bring your hands to your low belly now. Good, straightening out through the spine. And just noticing now how you're feeling. Maybe compared to how you felt at the start of the practice. And keeping that feeling of stillness. That sense of peace within you. And I encourage you to find this sense of peace as much as you can throughout your day. And even if it means just taking 2 or 3 deep breaths with your eyes closed. And always bringing your attention and your focus inwards. When you're ready, you can bring your hands together at your heart center. Namaste.